This scheming girl intentionally set up a one-night stand to hold this rich young man responsible. But he still can't forget his first love 6 years ago. Even if he thinks that the child of his first love is the child of another man, then he still wants to reconnect with her old love. Eunsu's ex-husband saw that the two of them were still deeply in love. Finally chose to let go. At the same time, congratulations to the two of them. He originally wanted to say that Junhee is Jonghoon's son, but was stopped by Eunsu appearing. Eunsu warns him never to say it. But he felt that he was the baby's father after all, and had a right to know about this. Eunsu is afraid of the struggles of the rich. If he finds out later, he will be very angry. No matter how much he loves you, no matter how you understand it, you will still be angry. If I were you, I would be angry too. Tomorrow. Eunsu's food was also rated as a top company. Seyun knew about this and was very angry. On the day of the comment, Eunsu did not appear. At the hospital, Jingu encouraged her if she wanted to do it, she had to do it until the end. During the announcement, Eunsu finally arrived in time. Under everyone's expectations, she also won the first prize. Seyun is defeated again at the hands of Eunsu. Made her very upset. Donghyun also left angrily at this time. But who would have thought that Seyun's scheme began to play tricks? Intentionally changing the propaganda video to a video of Eunsu being beaten by Pal Soon. And my face is blurred. For a moment, everyone below was talking excitedly. There are huge opinions towards Eunsu. Protest her food from being put on the market. Eunsu knows that it's a devil's trick played by Seyun. She just had to act like nothing happened and leave. Then, for the sake of the company, she gave up her first prize. But Jonghoon persisted in wanting to bring her food to the market. Seyun sees that everything is about to fail. Again spreading rumors online that Eunsu was having an affair during her marriage. After knowing they wanted to go to the cafe to watch the surveillance video again, Seyun went one step ahead to bribe the boss. Sell those archives to me. What? Seyun thought it was delicious. Started to smile proudly. But who would have thought that the boss would turn his face around? Give Eunsu the surveillance video from outside the room. Through surveillance video, two people discovered that it was Seyun's person. Knowing this news, Seyun hastily cursed and slapped her boss in the face. I gave him money to buy all CCTV there. How can you give the video to them? You wait there. The assistant at the side worriedly asked the situation. Seyun plotted for her again. This scene was caught by Jonghoon and Eunsu at the right time. Jonghoon asked her what she wanted to do again. Seyun again pretended not to know what he was talking about. Put all the blame on the assistant's head. This acting really deserves an Oscar. I'm sorry. Seyun. I told you not to do useless things. Why did you do it on your own to make me look so embarrassed? What have you turned me into? Seyun even wanted to take advantage of Jonghoon's rumors to lower the stock price. Donghyun only values interests and does not agree with her. Don't you know what effect the rumors of an heir have on the stock? But Seyun thinks that only when under such great pressure. Then Jonghoon had no choice but to marry her. Eunsu was not fooled by Seyun's acting. Now to find the head of the department. He said he would report her for defamation. Conveniently make her pay. The assistant at this time was very confused and called Seyun for help. Seyun said she didn't need to worry. She will find her own way. Who would have thought that Seyun would come to threaten Eunsu? We'll tell everyone. For Jingu, they have to go to prison to eat. This scheming girl discovered she was pregnant with a stranger. Therefore, she intentionally let Jonghoon's mother see the ultrasound image. He also pretended to want to secretly give birth to this baby. Mrs. Pal Soon did not expect her to carry Jonghoon's child. Seyun pretends to be wrong. Mrs. Pal Soon immediately asked her to go to the hospital to check with her. The president was also very happy after hearing this news. You guys are really excited to talk about the wedding ceremony. Jonghoon now entered. Seeing everyone happy is incomprehensible. Mrs. Pal Soon told Mr. Seyun that she was more than a month pregnant. Jonghoon was so surprised that his mouth gaped open. Jonghoon then asks Seyun if the baby is really his. Isn't Seyun embarrassed to say that besides him, is there another man? Jonghoon suddenly felt like the sky was falling. Seyun said sadly that she originally wanted to give birth to the baby herself. And Jonghoon can't even remember what happened that day. Seyun is also very angry at this time. Threatening him to disappear with the child is fine. Seyun, I didn't mean that at all. If that's not what it means, then what is it? How can he say that to his pregnant daughter? What is it that is really my baby? Maybe I'm pregnant with someone else. Then lie that it's your child. Am I that mean? Do you really think so? As soon as she turned her head, Se-yoon told her brother the good news. Her brother didn't know anything but praised her as really good. But Se-yoon wants her brother to spread the news that she is married and pregnant with Jong-hoon everywhere, to put more pressure on Jong-hoon. The brother happily agreed. She used all tricks to marry Jong-hoon. After hearing the news, his aunt was also very upset. Tell me why you're responsible for something you don't remember. But Jong-hoon didn't know he was cheated, determined to take responsibility for her child. If only Eun-soo knew about this. Then the baby will be very sad. Even if she pushes you away. But he still loves you very much. But why is that? Dong-hee knows the trick of green tea. So he went to question Se-yoon. Is that child really Jong-hoon's child? No matter what Se-yoon says. Dong-hee didn't believe her words either. Drunken one-night stand ha. This script is too old. Cheat others. But you can't fool her. Whose child is that child? I will definitely investigate to the end. Aunt. Dong-hee also said that he would investigate everything about her. Especially the 4 years she lived in Paris. And Eun-soo was also shaken by Jong-hoon at this time. She thought about the happy life of a family of 3. But reality is cruel. Jong-hoon got drunk and went to Eun-soo's door. Call her on the phone. I just couldn't stop saying sorry to her. Sorry to you. Eun-soo didn't understand what she heard either. I don't know that Jong-hoon is very guilty for breaking his promise to her. I'm sorry. Eun-soo, I'm sorry. Tomorrow. Eun-soo immediately saw the marriage news of Jong-hoon and Se-yoon. It felt like 1,000 arrows pierced her heart. Unceasingly sad. At this time, Jin-gu also brought a newspaper to question Jong-hoon. I told them to protect their mother and child. Jong-hoon was also speechless. Jin-gu was extremely disappointed in him. Tell him to disappear completely in front of Eun-soo in the future. News of Jong-hoon and Se-yoon getting married. How can Eun-soo not be heartbroken? Jin-gu standing next to her was also heartbroken for her. This scheming girl is not careful to get pregnant with strangers. So he used to ruse to dump the shell for the rich young man. Success brings other people's children to a rich family. But the groom is not happy at this time. Originally prepared to return with the first love. Eun-soo saw the news and tore up the newspaper. What makes her lucky is that her son, who is in a coma, has shown signs of waking up. When Jin-gu's family heard the news, they rushed to visit. After going out, Mrs. Soon Jae talked about Jong-hoon's marriage again, constantly stimulating Eun-soo. She wants her to cherish her son. Jin-gu quickly stopped his mother. After getting married, Jong-hoon did not come home all day. Se-yoon is also very angry because of that. Take the child out and force him to go home. Gives Jong-hoon a headache. Just had to agree with her. When he was about to leave, Dong-hee ran in again and said Jun-hee's hand was moving. Overheard by Se-yoon. She angrily ran up to warn Dong-hee. After that, don't care about other people's children anymore. Se-yoon after going out was also very scared. She is afraid that after Jun-hee wakes up, she will recognize her. Not allowed to wake up. If it wakes up, I'll be discovered. She then immediately went to the hospital for confirmation. In my mind, I thought the boy would never wake up. After going out, she met Eun-soo again. Eun-soo asks her, why are you here? Se-yoon said with a thick face that it was a descendant of the Jong-hoon family. Of course you have to pay attention. Eun-soo knew at a glance that she was afraid that Jun-hee would wake up and recognize her. Se-yoon bluntly replied to her. The two kept arguing back and forth. Eun-soo told her to wait. Jong-hoon now comes to Se-yoon's office. Accidentally discovered the inspection report. But before she finished watching, she was snatched away. Jong-hoon asked her what it was. Se-yoon had to say that it was Dong-yoon's stepchild. In the evening, Se-yoon cooks a rich meal for the whole family. Jong-hoon's parents praised her endlessly. In the room, Jong-hoon received a phone call from the driver who saw the criminal who had kidnapped children. Se-yoon standing behind also heard it all. Ask him what happened. Jong-hoon also told her everything. Se-yoon is scared now. What? Really? Did you see it? Hurry to stop him from leaving. But in the end it did nothing. That driver also just described roughly What impressed him most was the person wearing a yellow hat. Se-yoon is also very nervous right now. Fear of being found out. Also, let someone handle this. After a while, she saw Jung-hoon come out and ask how June-hee was. But Eunsa said it had nothing to do with him. After that, the two of you will never see each other again. On the way, Se-yoon called Eunsa over. Se-yoon again warned against letting Jung-hoon get involved in June-hee's affairs. But Eunsa said calmly. The driver had already seen the kidnapper's face clearly. Drag had to go for the driver to recognize. Let go. Why should I follow you? You want to blame me for kidnapping, right? Don't dream. I already said. I have said so many times already. Not me. Se-yoon has a habit of being startled and hastily left. The kindergarten teacher again looked to Jung-hoon to provide more information. Accidentally said that June-hee was born in January. Looks like 7 years old. Jung-hoon also followed that to know that June-hee is most likely his son. He recalled seeing the inspection report last night. Rushing to question Se-yoon. But unexpectedly, she was already prepared. Take out a copy of the fake assessment results. But Jung-hoon did not believe. Go to the hospital to see June-hee's blood type. Now he is 100% sure June-hee is his son.